Hello everyone, my name is Bergeron and I'm an exercise physiologist. Today I'm going to be walking you through a class I call hip mobility. So what we're going to be doing today is working on the flexibility, the mobility in these hips, really try to loosen them up, help the range of motion, and possibly even alleviate some pains for you. Maybe if you have a little sciatica, that could be gone by the end of this class. So let's start off with everybody seated up nice and tall in your chair. Now what we're going to do from here, just start off with a little pivoting from your hips. So now I'm going to go sideways just so you all can see a little bit better. We're going chest up, pivot forwards at your hips, and then come back up tall. So breathe out as you pivot forward, breathe in as you come back, making sure you're not rounding forward. So make sure your chest actually leads you forward. And the second you feel this happening, that means you've gone too far. So let's just keep going for a couple more. Just want to work that pivot in those hips to start off. Final two. And good. All right. So now from there, I'll scoot back forwards for you. Chest up, lean back in that chair. Now this is to be done very easily from side to side, since we're not warmed up yet. Take one knee, pull it up as high as you can, breathing out as you do so. Drop it back down, alternate sides. You're looking for some sort of small stretch in your hamstring, butt, or lower back. Just go nice and fluidly, making sure you're not rounding forward with each one. This is just nice and easy. Yeah, about 3 more in each. Make sure to give that nice outward breath each time. And last one. All right, very nice. Now from there, let's scoot you forwards. Now we're going to keep about 3 inches or so in between your knees and your feet. Toes are straight, chest is up. Now what you're going to do from here is rotate your knees out until you get a stretch in your inner thigh or groin, and then bring them back in. So now keep them nice and parallel. Don't dive them and touch them together. Just nice and parallel, that 3-ish inches apart. And then rotate out, chest up tall, rotate in. Really trying to get that stretch in the inner thigh or groin, using your muscles as much as possible. You will be rotating to the outside of your feet each time you rotate out. Make sure you're not getting collapsed in as well throughout this motion. Just 3 more. Keeping that posture up. And very nice. All right, so now let's do the opposite of that. Let's bring your knees together, feet together, chest up tall. Grab that chair behind you. Now, if you end up not needing the chair, that's great. But if you even feel yourself remotely start rounding in, I would rather you sit up nice and tall. Now from here, your upper thighs and your knees are staying together. Your feet rotate apart. Bring it back in. Breathe out and breathe in. If you can, try to keep those feet elevated above the ground the entire time. If you have to stop, stop in the middle and then bring it out. Do your best not to let those feet touch. And then you don't want to be opening up at the knees. Everything up here should stay together. If you can let go of those hands and keep proper posture while doing this, feel free. But like I said, if you're slumping in at all, then just grab that chair, bring yourself back up. 2 more. And very nice. Come on out of that. So you may think at first that that's really just your feet and your lower legs working, but as you went through the motion, I'm sure you felt it in those outer hips. That is causing the rotation to get those feet out. Now from here, chest up tall. You may have seen this in a couple of my other classes, but such a great exercise. Extend out your left leg. Right hand reaches towards those left toes. Bring it back down. Alternate sides. So now we're pivoting from our hips. We're not rounding our back. What you're looking for is a little stretch. It could be in the calves, behind the knee, hamstring. Sometimes it even leads into the butt or lower back. So let's just keep going nice and fluidly, one right into the next, breathing out each time you pivot forward. And try not to look straight up because you actually are extending your neck backwards. You want to look towards that toe without rounding into it. Doesn't matter how far you reach, It just matters how far you reach with a flat back. It's the most important part. We're just going for one more each. And very nice. All right, so now from here, a little bit more of a difficult one. Now, if you can't get ankle on knee, you could always modify, kick out your leg, and you could do ankle on shin. So that's your modification if your hips are just very tight, and you'll see what I mean in a second. What we're gonna do is sit up nice and tall. You're gonna have a little body motion, but make sure you're not collapsing into it. Bring your right leg out to the right. Chest up tall. Now slowly and definitely use your left and or your right hand to assist that right ankle to left knee. Now we're just gonna hold it up here for a couple seconds. You're probably getting a stretch, maybe inner thigh, groin, wrapping around the outside of the leg. Sometimes it goes into the butt and the lower back. Now, what we're gonna do from here is just a slight pivot forward. So you're gonna get an increased stretch around that leg. Now, bring it back. Bring that leg all the way out to the right. And then let's go back. Right ankle on left knee, chest up, pivot forwards at the hips. Get a nice easy stretch and come on out. So this is a very, very good hip mobility drill that we're going through, but this should be done very easy. Just taking that stretching lightly. Let's go to like mild discomfort, just touch that point and come out of it. Do not pass the point of mild discomfort. We're gonna go for 3 more and just really making sure as you do this, you're not rounding into it. I know it's gonna be tough to use those hips to pivot, but that is ideal. Last one on its way. And finish your motion, so go all the way out, and then bring that right leg back in. So now from there, we're gonna do the exact same thing, but opposite side. So chest up tall, left leg out to the left. Now slowly, because you're starting the new leg, left ankle on right knee. Chest up, let's let it just hang, get that initial stretch out. Just remember, like I said in the beginning, if you need to go ankle on shin, feel free. That's always your modification. Now from here, just slightly breathe out, pivot forward at the hips. Come on out and bring that left leg all the way out to the left. Bringing it back up. Now you can go slightly more. Pivoting from those hips, chest up, just getting a mild discomfort stretch in that hip or left leg. Making sure you're not rounding into it. Keep that chest up. It's okay if you round slightly, but you should not be rounding a lot. We're halfway through. Three left. And last one. Okay, so now let's bring you right back in. Now up to you in what chairs you have to work with. Now a chair without arms is preferred, but a chair with arms, you can definitely still do this next one. So what I'd like you to do here is slide to the right side of your chair. Now I'm gonna show you from front view and side view. Slide to the right side of your chair, so basically only your left leg is on. Now biggest thing is, most chairs are pretty sturdy, but depending on your application, make sure you're not gonna flip that chair. That's key. Now from here, you're taking your right leg and you're bringing it straight backwards. You are in a split stance, left leg forward, right leg back. Now, if you don't have arms to your chair, that's your position. If you have arms, or if you just wanna do it a little differently, I'm gonna show you from this view, you can scoot forward, spin to the left, and then bring your right leg back. So now here's our starting position. I'm gonna stay here the entire time. That way you can see, doing your best not to be slumped out like so. Keep that chest up tall. Now what we're gonna do is take that foot, and I would suggest holding onto the chair with your left hand just to be safe. Once again, don't flip it. Now take that right leg and slide it forwards, and then extend it out. And then we're going to slide it back and really exaggerate it. So nice long lunge, and then slide it forward. If you have shoes on like I do, it's gonna be a little tougher. It's gonna kind of hit the floor. But if you have socks on, or maybe if you're on the rug, this could be a lot easier. Your goal is to be as linear as possible in not rounding your corner and not tilting to the left. Keep chest up, abs tight. Now, if you feel very comfortable and you can go linear very well, sliding it on the floor, try to pick it up and then bring it straight back so you only touch the foot in the back, and then pick it up and straight forward so you only touch that foot in the front. And let's keep going. We just have a few more. We've already done a bunch already. Now you have one more time front, and then bring it to the back. All right, and good. So you can come out of that position. Now it's the exact opposite. So you're going to slide to the left side of your chair. So your right leg is the only thing on there. Bring that left leg straight back. Dip that left knee down, chest up tall. So from the side view, you look just like this. So hold on with that right hand if you're in the front. Hold on to the right hand to the opposite side if you're on the side. Now, starting from this position, start off with just sliding the foot. So slide it forward, extend it out, slide it back if you can, and extend it back. So we're just gonna keep going, one right into the next, keeping your chest up tall. You do not wanna be leaning forward or even arching backwards, and you wanna watch out for rounding your reps. You wanna be as linear, straight back and straight forwards as you can. Once you go through, if you get comfortable and you want to try to pick that foot up and bring it forwards, pick that foot up, bring it straight backwards, go for it. That is going to make it a lot tougher. Just make sure you're not picking it up and using your body. I would rather you stay up tall and slide it than round it over and picking it up. So let's just do a few more. One more time to the front, and then tap it in the back. And very nice. All right, so now coming out of that position, we are actually going to bring you into that position again, but it's gonna be a little different. So now I wanted to warm you up, give you the feel of that. Now, this is one that may be very tough to do with an arm with chair. So if you can get a chair without arms, that's going to be ideal for this one. So what I'd like you to do is spin to your left, chest up nice and tall. Now we're gonna make basically a half circle. Usually I do this on a bench, but a chair is a nice modification. So hold on to that chair, whatever you can do to feel safe. Make sure you're not gonna flip the chair during these motions. Now, spring your right leg back. So basically in that same position you just were. Now the only difference is we're going to spin on the chair, keeping knees out wide, and then you're going to fall right into your opposite lunge stance position. And then from there, you're going to bring that leg forwards. So you can hold on to the chair however you like. And then bring that left leg back. Now spin your body, keeping knees wide, and you'll probably get an inner thigh groin stretch. Come into your lunge stance, extend it out. So if you can bring that back leg back more, go for it. And then pick it up if you can. Bring it forwards. Don't round and don't lean to the left. And then we're going right back in. So nice half circles, lunge, spin, lunge, foot forward, lunge, spin, keeping knees apart, lunge, and foot forward. Let's go for a few more. We're gonna go 2 times there and back. Really, really good hip mobility drill. And like I said, hold on to that chair however you need to keep yourself safe. And last time around. And very nice. All right, so now coming out of that, this is a huge hip exercise. Very, very important for the inner thighs. They really don't get worked in everyday life. We usually use the middle of those thighs to do most of our motion. So inner thighs are very weak. You're going to scoot forwards on that chair. Now chest up, lean back. Now if you want to put your elbows into that chair, that may help you, it may not. Whatever helps you keep yourself up and makes you not go into this position is fine with me. Left leg is bent, right leg is out straight. Toe is up to start. Now, if you watch my toe, this right toe is getting tilted to the right. Now, I don't care how much it tilts off, but make sure it's not straight up. You may feel a little tightness in that leg as you tilt it off. So keep that chest up, abs tight, keeping those toes tilted somewhere off to the right. Breathe out, lift it as high as you can. Breathe in, drop it down right before it touches the ground. Breathe out and breathe in. Let's keep going, one right into the next. Keeping that chest up, make sure you don't fall into this pattern. Really puff that chest up. Really, really good exercise. I've seen people with knee injuries, or I shouldn't say injury, knee pain that is just due to inactivation of the inner thigh. So really kicking up the activation of the muscles, getting them moving is key in order to keeping everything happy and not throwing those pain signals at you. We have two more. And very nice. Bend that right leg in. Now left leg is going out straight. Left toes tilt to the left. Breathe out, lift the leg up as high as you can. Breathe in, bring it back right before it touches the ground. Breathe out, bring it up. Breathe in, bring it back. So same rules, make sure you stay up as tall as possible. And breathing out each time that leg lifts up. Three more. And very nice. So we're gonna bend that knee back in. Now from here, I'm gonna have everybody stand up. So go toes straight, feet flat, chest up, breathe out, stand up. And then from there, we're gonna come behind our chair and do a little balancing. So now, all up to you in what position that you wanna put the chair. I suggest that you bring that chair to the left side of your body though. It just gives a little bit more room for what we want to do with this right leg. Now, keeping a little bend in your left knee at all times, left hand hold, just make sure you're pushing down into it and you're not pulling that chair into you. That is key right there. So that left knee is staying bent the whole time. Chest is up, doing your best not to round and rotate, especially leaning to the left with this one. I would like you to imagine there's a rail around half of your body. Your right leg has to come up, around, back, and down. So if I showed you from the sideways position, it would look just like this. Up, all the way around, down. Doing your best not to just come parallel with the body. So let's keep going like that. Make sure this knee does not lock out straight. Breathing out as you round around. And then breathe in as you drop. Breathe out. And in. It's okay if you're a little bit moving in that torso, but you just don't want to be flopping off to your left. That is just false range of motion. So keeping chest up tall the entire time, body in a nice vertical stance is ideal. Now what we're going to do from here is same leg, but instead of forwards and around, now we're going backwards, around, down in the front. Breathing out as you go around, breathing in as you drop that leg back down. Really, really good exercise to open up those hips. And I wanted to get all that active range of motion exercises done before we even hopped into this one. You may feel that left hip starting to scream at you. It's getting a little sore, and that's good. We just have one more. And very nice. So if you want to shake out that left leg, give it a quick shake. It's going to alleviate it. Now take that chair and move it to the right side of your body. We're going to do that same exact thing, but now your right knee has a little bend in it. Chest is up tall. Left leg is coming up, around, back, and down. Breathing out as you complete your motion. Breathing in as you drop that foot down. And then same rules apply. Right leg should not lock out, and your body should not be tipping to the right or rounding forward. Just do whatever you can. If your circles are smaller, Don't worry about it. Everybody is going to be a little different. 2 more. And very nice. Now we're going to do the opposite. So left leg goes backwards, around, forwards, down. Breathing out as you go for it. Same thing, chest up tall, no slumping off to the right. If you get a little snap, crackle, and pop in that hip throughout this motion, don't worry about it. That is completely natural, as long as there's no pain. Last 2. And very nice. So from here, I just want to do one more standing exercise. For this one, you can definitely have that chair right in front of you. I actually suggest it for this one. Because of that, I'm going to go sideways. That way you all can see better. All right, so this exercise is all about hip extension. So what we're going to do here is have a little bend in your left knee, chest up, right leg goes straight back, squeeze the right butt, and then just bring it back forward. You can drop it on the ground. One of the other big tips here is don't open up the hips and don't have your right foot pointed out to the right. That's ruining all your alignment. Your hips should stay square to your chair and your toe should be straight down. A slight back arch is okay. Just in the nature of this, your back's going to want to do it, but don't be arching back, bringing your head back. If you can squeeze your abs so you don't arch whatsoever, that is ideal. But really squeezing that right glute is what you want to be doing here. We have 2 more, and on your second one, you're going to hold it in your backwards position. And hold, squeeze, we have about 10 seconds. Don't death grip the chair, just relax. Make sure that toe is down and not out to the side. 4, 3, 2, and drop it down. All right, if you need to shake it, shake those legs out real quick. Now from here, you can stay right in your same position. I'm going to spin sides. That way you can see the working side the entire time. Now it's a little bend in your right knee, chest up, left leg goes straight back, squeezing that left butt, and then you're bringing it forward, drop it right on the ground. Breathe out and in, making sure you're not opening up your hips or pointing the toe out or rounding forwards. Everything should be tall. Just squeeze that butt. Bring it back in. Breathe out and breathe in. Go for about 3 more, and on your third one, we're going to hold. And bring that back. Squeeze that left butt. Toe should be down, not out to the side. Chest up and hold. Don't death grip the chair. Just relax. 4, 3, 2, and come on out. All right, so now from there you can sit back to your chair, but don't come on over, grab it, and sit down in it. Come to the front, toes straight, chest up. Make sure it's in a good position for you. You can do arms out to make it easier, and just come down nice and easy. It's always a good idea just throughout the day to sit and stand from anything. Chair, couch, toilet, without your hands. The more you do it without your hands, the better your body is going to react. So little small dumb stuff on a daily basis, like not using your hands and sitting up and down properly, is gonna help you so much in the long run. Now let's get into some stretching for these hips. Let's go back to right ankle on left knee, or right ankle on left shin, if you can't get it there. Now from there, chest up tall. We're gonna do a little different. What I would like you to do is come up on your left tippy toe, which is gonna bring those knees up a little bit. Now, using your right hand, push down on your right inner knee. You're gonna feel maybe inner thigh, outer hip, potentially wrapping into the butt and lower back. And just hold. Use that back rest to your advantage. So lean back in it. That's gonna help you push down. Only holding these stretches at mild discomfort or a little bit past it. No forcing anything. Keep breathing fluidly. About 10 seconds left. 3, 2, and slowly come on out. Then we're gonna alternate sides. So left ankle on right knee or left ankle on right shin, whatever you can do. come up on that right tippy toe, chest up, lean back in that chair. Left hand pushes down on that inner left knee, looking for that maybe inner thigh, outer thigh, or leading into that butt or lower back. Making sure you're not rounded out. Chest up, shoulders back. Breathing naturally and hold that mild discomfort point. We have about 15 seconds. Four, three, two, slowly come on out. So let's go one more ankle on knee stretch, a little different. So right ankle on left knee, chest up, shoulders back, pull that right knee across body to left armpit. And as you do that, you're gonna feel a stretch in the outer right leg, outer right hip, and then once again, potentially leading into the butt and lower back on that right side. And just hold, make sure you're not crouched in, actually sit up nice and tall. Breathe fluidly and relax. You always want to relax through your stretching, no fighting against it. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, slowly come on out. And then alternate sides, left ankle on right knee, and then pull that left knee across body to right armpit, chest up, don't be collapsing in, and you should get a nice stretch in that left leg, left hip region, and just hold, relax, and breathe fluidly. Ten more seconds. 3, 2, and slowly come on out. Now from there, scoot forwards on your chair like we did in the beginning. We did active range of motion for those inner thigh, groin. Now we're gonna make it a passive stretch. So same thing, do about 3, 4 inches in between knees and feet, and rotate out. Now, chest up, making sure you don't do this, that's the most important part. Chest up, pivot forwards at your hips. Now you're using your elbows to apply pressure on your inner knees. I would not suggest looking up like I just did. You're actually just bending that neck backwards. You want to look straight down in between both feet. That's going to keep you at a neutral position. Make sure your elbows are pushing outwards on your knees, but you're not trying to push your knees back in. That is definitely not what we're looking for. I know it's tough in this position, but try to just relax the legs, breathe fluidly, and hold. Chest up, looking straight down. And hold this one only at mild discomfort. Don't push this any further. We have about 10 seconds. 3, 2, and slowly come on out. So now we did all those mobility drills for the quads, hammies, hips. What I'd like you to do now, we're gonna stretch those quads. So slide to the right side of your chair, just like we did before. So your left leg's the only leg on that chair. And then right leg goes backwards. Dip that right knee down. So now this is what you look like from the front. And side view, you look just like so. Now from here, dip that knee down. Chest up, lean back if you need. Just don't give like an arch back like this. Kind of just lean back from those hips without arching, and you'll get a nice stretch right in that front of that right thigh. Breathe fluidly and hold. If you need more, try to extend the leg back more, dip the knee down more, or slightly lean back more. Any of those will give you an added bonus there. We have about 10 seconds left. Keep holding in there. 3, 2, slowly come on out. Now we're gonna do the same thing on the left side. So I'll show you both views. Slide to your left. Left leg goes straight back. Dip that left knee down, chest up tall. So you look like this from the front, or Side view, you look just like so. So like I said before, dip that knee down, extend that leg back, or pivot back without arching back will all give you greater stretching. Hold at that mild discomfort. You can definitely go a little past it with these muscles. It's just the inner thigh and groin are a little cranky, so I only like doing those at mild discomfort, and that's it. And now we have 10 seconds. Keep holding. 3, 2, and slowly come on out. So now let's finish you all up with one more stretch for today. So chest up, shoulders back. Now, just like we did in the beginning, actively pulling knees up. Now we're going to passively do it. So pull that knee up as high as you can. If you're able to put your heel on the chair, grab it, hold it, and just hold that shin. You may get stretching in the hamstrings, butt, lower back. You may not because we're in the seated chair position, but I definitely want to bring you into this just to work that mobility of the hip. We usually don't get the knees up this high, and let's go for it. Just hold, breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. If you get stretching, that's awesome. If you don't, that's great. Either way is fine, but it's great to work this mobility. 10 seconds. Keep breathing naturally. 3, 2, slowly come on out. And now switch sides. Scoot yourself back in a good position. Bring your left knee up. If you have to just hold it up, don't worry about it. If you're able to put it on your chair, put that heel on the chair and then pull that leg in and just stabilize it. Hold it, chest up, shoulders back. Don't be collapsed into it. And just hold, breathing naturally. Your stretching could be in your hamstring, butt, or lower back. And actually, if you're really tight, it's not a bad thing. You may get a little stretching in your quads, right above your knee. So if you're feeling anything up here, that's fine as well. Sometimes it will actually pull into the inner thigh as well if you're very tight there. So if you're getting any of those two regions as well, don't worry about it. That is perfectly normal. So we're gonna come off this in 3, 2, 1, and slowly bring that leg down. Now let's have you all sit up nice and tall. And that completes our class, everybody. Thank you for taking hip mobility with me, and I hope you feel a lot better once you get up and start walking around. You may be a little jello-y, so keep that in mind. Once you stand up, take it easy, let the legs kind of work themselves in, and hopefully if you have any sciatica, any hip pain, knee pain, hopefully it went away today with this class. So I look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a good one. Bye.